child, this wasn't something I said I was going to be talking about, whatever, but I said this story is getting too juicy. It's hard to pass up because it looked like things is getting messy in Dave Grohl's marriage. Now that he's been forced to reveal that he is an illegitimate love child. And I saw there were some Swifties that were running all over social media saying, oh, this is your karma for talking about Taylor Swift. Don't she have a song called Karma? Or something or another? I wouldn't be surprised if she did. But I'm like, I could tell, look, I don't know if karma works that way. It's like, oh, you was talking about this pop star, so now here come your stuff. The fact of the matter was, Dave Grohl was out here being sloppy with his peen long before Taylor Swift was even a thing. So there have been stories that's been going around that I think even his ex-girlfriend from back in the day, she was like an athlete and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think she was in the Olympics and she had taken some time off because of an injury and then had found out that he was dating her and another girl at the same time. So Dave Grohl has been around here, being a rolling stone for a long time. It's just now it's catching up with him. He's a serial cheater. And his daughters, I heard, have deactivated their Instagrams because they don't want to deal with the fallout. And I remember his daughter Violet was when I worked his show. I think it was in what was it? What are we in September? Yeah, I think it was in like July when I worked his show. Damn, I realized time is flying. When I worked his last concert at Citi Field, he basically was like, his daughter came out on stage and performed with him. So it seemed like everything was going great. Meanwhile, he was out here, got a whole girl pregnant, and we didn't know about it. But it seemed like the families are strange. But anyway, let's get into the story. So it said that Dave Grohl was branded crazy by his wife, Jordyn Blum, after he accused her of having a flirty relationship with her tennis coach in a series of furious rows before confessing to his own infidelity. The Foo Fighters frontman, who's 55, shattered his nicest guy in rock image this week, which was a reputation I did have in my mind about him. I was like, oh, I like Dave Grohl. He seemed like a real nice guy, real humble, real chill. And what he said about Taylor Swift, I didn't think was that bad. And then people on social media were trying to come for him and say, oh, well, look at you. You can't even sell out your own stadiums or whatever. And I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, that's a lie because I worked his show. He did 2 nights and sold out both. The first night, I will say, was messed up due to there was a rain out. And after the whole situation happened, it kept raining the whole night, so they had to cancel. But the second night, they put on an amazing show. Foo Fighters is an amazing band. I love me some Pat Smear. He's like one of my favorites out of the band. But for the most part, they put on a great show, and it was sold out. The fact of the matter is, the shot y'all saw, first of all, you cannot sell out the seats. And they were like, oh, there was nobody sitting there. You can't sell out seats next to the stage. First of all, they can't see the stage. So there's certain parts where you do sell out a part of the arena or a stadium. There's parts that, yeah, due to the eye line and where the stage is, yeah, we don't sell those seats because the fans who bought tickets can't see. So yeah, you're gonna see parts that's blacked out. I'm sure if you go to a Taylor Swift concert, it'll be the same thing. The only people that have those 360 type of situations, if you have a setup, would be like Billy Joel, who basically had like this little round stage at the bottom. There was nothing in the back or whatever. So he sold out the full arena, which is like, 360 all around because of the way his stage was set up. But for the most part, they always have that backdrop and everything. You can't sell out, you can't sell seats in that spot. So when people was trying to come for him, it was like, don't do it. So I'm going to defend him on that, but I ain't defending him on this stuff. So it said, in the months leading up to the shock announcement, a jealous Grohl had been grilling Blum, 45. Damn, I didn't even know she was in her 40s, but he's 10 years older than her. Anyway, on her relationship with her hot coach, Christopher Crabb, who's 54. And it's funny, he's a year younger than Dave. And you jealous? But let me show y'all a picture of the man so I can see why Dave Grohl was feeling the way. That's him. Looking like you know what reminds me of? Don't he kind of look like David Guetta or Keith Urban? He's kind of got that whole vibe going. So they said, but in the moments of okay, I read that part. So they said Dave Grohl has been jealous for ages about Jordan's hot tennis coach. And this is what somebody told DailyMail.com. They said they've had arguments about him, and Dave thinks they flirted. Jordyn has told him he's crazy to even think that, but Dave has persisted. Blum has been training with Crab for years, sometimes having up to 3 sessions a week at his $1.4 million Tarzana property, where he coaches celebrity clientele from Pete Wentz to Hilary Duff to Zach Braff on his bright blue court. But we have a picture of that too. He's a who. I guess we had to throw in the shirtless picture. So I see why Dave a little insecure. Other star clients include Donald Faison, Jeff Probst, husband and wife duo Nancy and Steve Carell, siblings Elle and Dakota Fanning, and Grohl, who has had lessons. The tan blonde-haired coach regularly posts tennis tip videos featuring his dog Sierra to his Instagram account, which is just over 2,000 followers, one of whom is Blum. The ex-model and producer has featured was featured in several clips with Crab referring to her as a great student, saying, "I'm here with Jordyn Grohl, one of my really great students," he said in a clip from October 2022. "She's really solid." Blum has been playing tennis for 7 years and competes in leagues, can also be seen wearing her signature dark glasses, a black tennis skirt, a pink Fila t-shirt, and is flashing her engagement ring. So we have that picture as well. And there it is. So we'll leave it there. Now, in July, he posted a picture of Blum and Grohl together at Wimbledon and wrote, "So excited to see my students, Dave and Jordyn. They always look stylish on and off the tennis court." And we did just see them recently. There was a picture of Dave and his wife. This was a couple of weeks before the whole, situation that was revealed about him, cheating. But they said, according to the insider, Grohl has been jealous for ages about Jordyn's hot tennis coach. They've had arguments about him, and Dave thinks they flirted. Jordyn has told me he's crazy to even think about it. And they also said that there has never been anything remotely romantic going on between the pair. And here's the thing. And he also, so we should point out that, you know what, the former Nirvana drummer does have 3 kids. He has Violet, who's 18, which I told y'all she has been traveling with him on tour and will come out and sing. She sang a song. They sang a song together, and then she would just go backstage. So she's, I guess, trying to pursue a career in music as well. Who knows? And then I was hearing a story also that Dave Grohl, Courtney Love had revealed, excuse me, years ago, that Dave flirted with Frances Bean, which they've denied. But you want to know something? I wouldn't put nothing past this man. And then apparently they said that he's been having a rendezvous with some, I think, a porn star, some girl who does porn commentary. Who knows? I'm not fully versed on that, but because I didn't read that article, but I did see that in passing that there was, like, I guess he has, who knows, maybe all this is stemming from him being on tour, and when you're not around the wife, things happen. That's not an excuse. But I'm also saying, like, if you have this thing that's a jealousy, and that's normally the thing that happens, I realize when it comes to couples, a lot of times when people point the finger at you and say that you're cheating, you're doing this, you're doing that, a lot of times when they point that one finger at you, the other 4 is pointing at themselves. They're the ones that's out here doing something. They out here laying alone and spreading the wire. So people, if y'all in relationships, a lot of times when your man out here making accusations about you doing stuff, watch what they up to. Pay attention to see what they doing. Be observant. Because 9 times out of 10, they trying to throw things on you to deflect from their own mess. So I also was hearing that, you know what, maybe the fact that David's been remotely insecure for a long period of time is because they said that when he got with this with his wife, Jordyn, she was a producer over there at MTV. So back in the day in the 90s, when he was, a lot of times, the bands were in and out of MTV and stuff. He saw her, he liked what he saw. Finally, I think he went to, I don't remember the whole story, but I remember he went to go shoot his shot, or he left her his number, and then they wound up getting together, and this is what it is now. But he felt like she was completely out of his league and all this other stuff. So if that insecurity stems from that, and she is a pretty girl. When I've seen young pictures of her when she was younger, it's a pretty girl. She is a pretty girl. So she has kind of like model good looks, spelt, blonde, that typical all-American look. So I could see why he felt like she was out of his league. But then he finally got her. I don't understand why you still insecure over these years, but that still doesn't negate the fact that you was out here laying low and spreading it wide with another woman. And when you have a good thing and a great family, how you're willing to go mess that up. See, look at all of them. Violet's the one with the blonde hair, the short blonde hair. That's her. The other kids, what I said their name was? It's Harper, who's 15, and Ophelia, who's 10. And the funny thing is, I guess he got that sperm that only gives him daughters. Maybe this is the universe cursing him because he has 4 children now, and they're all girls. Because the baby is a girl. So he basically said, "I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness." And here's the thing: now you should have thought of all of that when before you did it. But sir, you were at your big age of 55. You should know better. Now you are here to I love my wife and my children, and I want to regain their trust. It's like, sir, why would you put yourself in that situation? If you love somebody, you wouldn't be slipping your peen in nobody else's poon. You would honor your relationship. And this is, coming from somebody who don't do really relationship. Like I like my own space. I like all that other stuff. But people, you're like, if y'all gonna take this vow, for better, for worse, for richer, for poor, if y'all gonna follow all that traditional stuff, you need to honor it. And I get that you're a rock star, but that still doesn't excuse the fact that you out here cheating. Because that's not fair on your wife and your family. And now you looking at it, and now we looking at it as like you don't realize how this affects the children. Like you even doing this, the kids is back in school. So now your other 2 kids, well, Violet, I'm sure is 18, and I don't know if she's in college or whatever the case is. I'm sure she's done with, high school, whatever. The other 2 kids got to go to school, and I'm sure they're in private school and deal with the whispers and all that other stuff that's coming out about people talking about your daddy being a mess. So I say all of this. What do y'all think of this story? Because oh wait, it also said that because I should point this out before we get off of here. So, like I was telling y'all, there's been stories about him cheating over the years. Because it said less than 24 hours after Grohl's post was shared on Instagram, user with the name at Valerie Grayston posted a picture of a baby revealing allegedly called Roxy Junie Grohl, who they claim was Grohl's love child. A rep for the Nirvana drummer said that, to TMZ, that it's a fake story. Now, there was another situation when I was talking about with the porn website. Oh, so it was a porn website founder. That's what it was. Her name is Annalise Nielsen. And they said that has come under scrutiny as fans make desperate attempts to identify the woman. So they're trying to find out who this person is that you have a love child with. And look, this is when he was married, because this is not, because, Jordyn is not his first wife. His first wife was named Jennifer Lee Youngblood. They were married for 3 years before they split in 1999, and he was cheating on her. He then dated Louise Post from the band Veruca Salt, who accused him of cheating on her with Winona Ryder and a handful of other women. He also appeared to cement his status as a ladies' man in 2002 when he confirmed he did groupies. So he said, groupies come to the bag. That's what he told the fans. They know what they want. They know what the band wants. It just happens. It's that easy. So it's like, yeah, if you want to still live the rock star life, if you having what's called a midlife crisis at 55, I don't know what age or when that starts. Those of you of a certain age, let me know down in the comments. I guess it comes when it comes. But if you at 55 and you got the wife and the kids, happy wife, happy life, and that white picket fence type of story, and you want to be out here laid low and spreading it wide, then maybe you don't need to be married. Because if you want to abide by the whole rock star lifestyle and just be a forever bachelor, there's nothing wrong with that. There's some people out here that just want to just be fucking whatever comes, within proximity of them. If they're hot enough, if you want to get off with these girls, go ahead, but wear a damn condom. Stop being sloppy. Not that I'm encouraging it, but because people gonna do what they gonna do, regardless. But I'm just saying, like, just if you want to cheat, then don't be married. Don't put yourself in a situation where your wife is thinking that you out here just working and then you out here creating whole families and babies with other women off of one night stands or whatever it was. I don't know how long these two were together. I don't know if it was a one night stand or if it was a multiple night stand. But anyway, so I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Because I'm sure we're going to find out more about it. I just thought that this story was a hot ass mess. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.